Hello there and welcome to my channel Novice Modelling and the Midlife Crisis. My name is Andy and I'm just going to do you a quick what's in the box on my Bronco models CB35140 World War II British and Commonwealth War Correspondent set in the 135 scale. Now Bronco models, I mean, I'm kind of vaguely familiar with them because I have two rather large and extensively fiddly armour kits made by them that look, to be quite frank with you, absolutely damn well terrifying. So I do know who they are, but they're kind of unusual sort of in Britain. You don't really sort of find them very often, and if you do, they seem to look, when you look at them, you go, Jesus, is that how much you're charging for this? I mean, to give you an example of this one, I mean, I actually paid £15.07 for this particular kit. Currently, that I can find right now at this moment, there's one person in the UK selling this and he's asking £28.98 for it. Yeah, I don't think you'll have much success with that fella. Incidentally though, you can actually buy them direct from someone in China, and God knows how long that'll take to turn up here, and he's selling them for around about £17. So you can pay through the nose for them, or you can get them for a pretty reasonable price. I mean, as you can see, you get 6 figures here, so 15 quid. What's that, £2.50 a figure? That's kind of reasonable, I think, and it's kind of really sort of an interesting set. I mean, I actually had a look, and you can't get sort of American correspondence, and you can't get German correspondence, and you can't get any other types of correspondence apart from modern. So it's kind of interesting to get this, and I don't know how I'm going to use it in the future, but I just thought, oh, that's interesting. I think I'll buy that and I'll stick it on YouTube. So let's kind of have a quick look at what we actually get. It's interesting because sometimes you look at these things and you go, oh, the quality is not that good there, and then you realise what's going on and you go, oh, now I understand it. So basically we're going to look at the accessories sprue first. As we can see here, we get a typewriter. We've also got a tripod of some sorts for one of these two movie cameras that are going on. This is the other one. I'm going to guess that these parts here are the actual cameras themselves. So, I mean, that in itself is kind of interesting because I don't know of any other kits that have got 1940s era cameras on it, let alone a 1940s typewriter. So there's something you don't see every day. Figures wise, these look okay. I mean, I don't think they're great, the detail, but they've got detail on them, and it kind of looks a bit baggy and ill-defined. But let's face it, the British uniforms at the time were really baggy and ill-defined, and a lot of sort of uniforms you look at when you go, oh, that's a really nice looking mould for the uniform. The ones that I've seen tend to be German, and let's say the German uniforms, well, they tended to be a little bit nicer when you got them nice. I mean, obviously, when you got to the end of the war, most of the German uniforms were tatty rags. But I think maybe you sort of have to sort of look past this and say, well, this is not very well defined sort of clothing, and then say this is an accurate depiction probably of that. That's the way I'm kind of looking at it at the moment. I've only just really opened this up 5 minutes ago and had a look at it. I mean, I must admit, when I opened it, I saw this here and went, oh my God, what is this? Because obviously it's got a big flat section on it, and I thought, well, that's obviously a defect. And then I realised that this here is this fella here, with his rather striking moustache, and you've got to put this part of his jacket on, which are these pieces here, so they go over the top, and that's why it's all smoothed out. So sometimes you sort of worry about these things and they kind of explain themselves. I mean, you look at the actual detail here, you've got quite a clear sort of representation of this guy's tie. The boots are showing all the buckles and lots of nice creases. I've kind of had a look at the faces, and the faces are a bit bland, but they all do seem to have a slightly different expression on them. Sometimes you get these kits, I mean, I've kind of noticed this on some Hobby Boss ones that I've got, you get a very bland face, and they're all basically the same. They could be a bunch of quintuplets or something. So that's that particular one. We've got the basics of 3 figures on this one by the looks of it, and some camera equipment. And then we move on to this sprue, which is just basically our left over for figures, and as we can see, this face here, that's that chappy there. So this is this one. You can see he's crouching down. Again, he's got some quite nice boots. He's got nice folds and creases in his trousers. Again, his sort of tunic is kind of a bit of a letdown, but it's not the best looking uniform, is it? Let's be honest here. So again, we've got this other figure. Not too sure which one this is. I think it's this guy that's sort of leaning on his typewriter. Again, the trousers look great. I mean, I really like the trousers, but the tunic is just there. But whatever. I mean, the British uniform was a bit meh, so that's basically what we're going to explain it as. So yeah, I mean, I'm pretty happy with this. I paid £15.07 for this, including postage. And depending on whether you decide to get this from China, if you wanted to have a go of it, you're going to pay about 17 quid. Or if you want to buy it from this chappie in the UK, you can pay him £28.98. The choice is yours, so I'd probably get it from China. So thanks for watching. Please do like and subscribe. And we'll be doing some more kit reviews from our haul, which I will put a link in the box to. And basically, I'll be seeing you very shortly. Oh, incidentally, you get some transfers. You get some figures with it, some decals with it as well. So we've got 2 sergeants. We've got some unit insignias. And what else? I haven't seen decals on figures for a while. So there's a good reason to buy Bronco. That's all I've got to say about this. Be seeing you.